Oi oi, it's your boy, TheRealCalJones, back at it again with another video, and today guys, I'm going to be playing The Giant, which is the second installment of Black Ops 3, and it's a reimagining of the fan favourite Darius, which we played all the way back in World at War, and the idea behind it was to introduce new players to zombies who'd never played it before, if they bought Black Ops 3 for the first time, and two main Easter egg quests. I'm going to try and do both of them. They don't really give you much benefit reward. We're going to be using classic gobblegums only. We're going to see if we can beat my high record round, which is round 41. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. This map is the return of our 4 heroes that me and the Wobbs played with on Origins. I remember playing it for the first time, and I love the atmosphere. I love that it's set in all snowy times and everything. Literally exactly the same as the original. Obviously with updated graphics. Interestingly enough as well, we've got an Origins robot being made in the background, or because this is a well, I believe this is a facility. They may have made these robots here. So these are the classic gobblegums I've put on. Anywhere but here, lucky crit, in plain sight, ornamental accomplishment, and stock option. I think they're the gums that are most likely of the classics to get me to a decent-ish round. I think the other ones aren't very good. And people say alchemical, but I think alchemical would make this too easy. So I've left that out of it, because it's way too OP to be a classic gun. Compared to Shadows of Evil, this is obviously a lot slower pace, because obviously I can't skip ahead to round 15. But maybe that's what we need after trying to do things at such a rush. If we slow it down to a slower pace, it might be a bit easier for us. The problem with this map is because it's so dark, it's very hard to see the zombies because they very much blend in with the surfaces. It might be just me and my eyesight being appalling. Maybe I need to start wearing glasses in these videos. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay here for. I wouldn't fancy my chances of staying in the spawn room on the original Darius past round 4, but look at that. That's what you call points efficiency. Now, because of that nuke, I always used to say how, to me, the nuke was always an indicator of a boss round coming up. Absolutely spot on. I'm telling you now, it's a thing. I'm telling you now, it's a thing. Keep an eye out for it in your zombies games. It's a thing. Okay, so Hellhounds have returned. They're not as, well, I don't think they're as difficult as they once were. Yeah, I don't think they're as difficult as they once were. I think maybe it's either that or it's because the weapons on Black Ops 3 are very good. So, unlike the original Darius, the box actually spawns in a completely random location, and so do the perks. They've really randomized it up just to make it so they can say that it is different from the original. So the box is actually all the way back at the catwalk, which I don't know if it's a good thing. But we've got gobblegum machines on this as well. And what we're going to get first time round. That'll do just in case I get into a difficult situation. What perk do we have there? I think that's Quick Revive. Right, double taps in here. Obviously we can't buy any perks until the power's on, but we can buy Quick Revive if it is in that spot. Do I buy the VMP? I might go and buy the Bowie knife, you know. We've got Speed Cola here. You can actually buy Quick Revive with the power off, which to be honest makes like no sense because the machine's not even on. But obviously in the originals that's what you could do. So switch the power on and let there be light. So this is where most people would sit. The box would be there and most people would sit here and survive for as long as they can. That is quite a haul. Oh, got ourselves a death machine. Now, back when this first launched, the death machine wasn't actually a drop. It was... Oh, God, I might have to open the door. The death machine wasn't actually a drop. It was added in with DLC 1. And we got a nice power music as well, by the sounds of it. There's some music with the power being switched on, which is beautiful. The hell sign. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say help, but obviously they didn't get that far because they obviously must have been killed because there's blood splat on the wall. I mean, look, there isn't much to this map, but the atmosphere is beautiful. That's the one thing they nailed in this game. The atmosphere on every single map is spot on. Particularly this, with there not being much to it. It really is a faithful reimagining. We'll buy the Bowie knife. If I don't get a good weapon, I'll just buy the KN for now, but the box is here. This is our iconic spot. I would have, if the box hadn't have been here, I'd have just sat there, but it's a good start. It's a good start. Obviously, we've got everything that they had in the original. The Wonder Waff, the monkey bombs are on this as well. So we've got to link the teleporters like you do on the original one. Obviously, it's a lot easier when you've got a lovely sliding mechanic to just slide your way around. All right, Juggernaut. We've also got trip mines, which have replaced bouncing betties. They're pretty much the Black Ops 3 version of bouncing betties, so we'll pick them up, even though they're 1,000 points. They're not as good as bouncing betties, because obviously in the original World at War 1, you'd stack your bouncing betties in the corner. You can't stack more than 2 trip mines, unfortunately. On the original Derice, I don't think you'd be able to do all 3 by round 7. Oh, I shouldn't have killed him, because he's now... Okay. He was incredibly aggressive. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the weapons on this game. But I think they missed the trick with Zombies Chronicles. I'm actually going to leave this door shut if I can. Where they should have tried to add in all the original weapons into the Giant, because it would have added a bit more replayability. Like, so they brought the obviously brought the MP40 back. They brought other weapons back as well. STG. And they could have just added it to the Giant. They added it into all the World at War maps in Chronicles, but they didn't add it to the Giant, which is literally reimagining of a World at War map. I just think it would have added a bit of replayability. The original Derice, it's not in my top 5 zombie maps, but at the time when it came out, it was very good. This is what I think they do miss in modern zombies, is this kind of atmosphere, the characters, a bit of backstory, and just basic gameplay of surviving. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the the quests, but I think in some maps, like we've played, obviously recently we've played for Origins, without the staffs, you can't really survive. Whereas on this, it literally is very basic. Did anyone else you should like come down here and camp down here instead of on the catwalk for dogs? I don't know why. I just always used to sit down here. The Weevil, very, very good weapon. I am a massive fan. Lightweight, good ammo. Yeah. Zavondavar for DG Tool. Welcome. Oh, it's beautiful. It looks beautiful. It's not gonna kill you like it would in the Derice version. It sounds amazing as well. See, they managed to add the death machine into the first maps after Der Eisendraht came out, but they didn't manage to add any more weapons or anything like that. I just think it took away from the possible replayability that the Giant had. Now, Black Ops 3 also introduced the ability to re-pack-a-punch your weapons and put alternate ammo types on your weapons. So there's like 4 or 5 different ones that all have different effects. We've got Turn, which will turn one of these a random zombie into a friendly ally. Fireworks, which is incredible. It'll turn the weapon you're holding into a little firework display, and it'll shoot off firework bullets and kill any zombies that are in its vicinity. There's Blast Furnace, which will burn any zombies that when a flame bursts out of one of them. And then there is also Dead Wire, which is basically the Wonder-Waff, essentially. A mini Wonder-Waff, which is really good for training, but for camping it's not ideal. One thing that I wish they did add to Gobblegums that would make the experience worse. So not necessarily good Gobblegums, but bad Gobblegums as well. I think there's a reason why they didn't implement them. And it's because if you're in a public lobby, it'd be a bit unfair if you had these Gobblegums that made the experience harder. For instance, if, say, everyone's points reset to 0, or you had no ammo, for instance. Or if it took your pack-a-punched weapon away, or, stuff like that. That would have made it more challenging, or if you could turn all the zombies into complete Varuk sprinters. I think you should be able to do it on either I don't think you should be able to do it in public games, but I think in private or solo games, then I don't see why not. What we'll do is we'll get to round 20, and then I'll do the fly trap Easter egg. Is it just me, or did anyone else used to just throw grenades out the window? Okay. Okay. Obviously, the only negative thing about throwing grenades is it obviously makes crawlers, which isn't ideal. Iconic, innit? Putting your Betty-style things in the corner. Because I can't be bothered to run, we're just going to use the teleporter. Richtofen's face is in there. Oh, I'll upgrade this for now. Death machine, that's not bad. I don't actually know if you can activate it with a death machine. I don't think you can. And one thing I do like about the fact that with the death machine being in this game, is you can put it away, and you couldn't do that in the original. So we need to hit this, and then all the elements will lift up. And instead of Samantha talking to us, Maxis will talk to us. And he essentially just copies whatever she said, but he puts all the parts in a completely different location, I believe. And we also get dogs now spawning in at the same time as zombies, which isn't ideal. So one of the parts is in here, I believe. See, there's one of the teddy bears. I just used the Wonder Wolf. I didn't even think about that. There's two different versions of Richtofen there. There's normal Richtofen and zombified Richtofen. So it doesn't always give you a drop. Sometimes it'll affect you badly and it'll give you more dogs, for instance. Or it'll respawn all the zombies. Oh, that's nice we've got in plain sight, innit? Oh, we shot it. Ooh, they're aggressive. Right, and the last one... Oh, no, that's not the furnace, is it? The last one literally is in the furnace in here. So there's a furnace in here, I believe. Is it? Is there one in here? Oh, no, so in the original, it was in the furnace. And on the new one, it's on this raised platform up here. It's very hard to see, but it's there. Which you can't see unless you've got a sniper rifle, I don't think. So that's the main Easter egg of this map, which will give you the gate worm on the menu. Gives us the Annihilator as a reward, as a specialist start weapon. You get 1000 XP as well. It's not exactly... It's a decent weapon, but it's not good into the higher rounds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to repack my KN and get an alternate ammo type on it. Perfect. Fireworks, so see if I can show them off. Look at that. It's best with shotguns, I believe. I can see it for a bit, maybe. Maybe not. They can't spawn behind me here because the door's shut. Hello, Hellhound. So you get purple ammos. Them purple ammo things look so cool. The trap might be the way to get into high rounds on this. They did add weapons. Okay, I'm taking that. I don't remember them adding weapons to this. They added the RPK. Since when was the RPK on this map? I don't remember them adding that. So they didn't add like the MP40 or anything, but they added... Okay, we're definitely going to pop this. I don't remember them adding this though. This is complete news to me. Right, we'll keep this then, seeing as though it's an well, it's not from the original, but it's from. See, that surprised me so much that I'm not concentrating now because I thought it was too easy. Be right once I get jug. But I did not know the RPK was on this. Because I'm pretty sure it got added in. It's Zombie Chronicles it got added in. It's, like I say, it's complete news to me. It's got very good ammo, see? So... we're going to keep this. See if there's anything else I can get. I did not know it was on this map. Is there anything else in there that's new? So we're going to keep the RPK because it's a unique weapon in terms of it wasn't originally on this when I first played it, but I'm pretty sure it got added in Chronicles, but I didn't know it got added to the Giant, but it's probably the only weapon they added to it, but I'm not complaining. I don't know if I can survive on the catwalk with this, with it being non-packable and just on round 24, but we'll see. We'll leave that open, it'll be fine. Oh, actually. Seeing as I've used my in plain sights. We now go anywhere but here, should I need to bolt out of there. Cheeky nuke.
Now I can concentrate my thoughts. Remember my true purpose.
So yeah, the RPK must be the only weapon they added into the Giant from Chronicles, which is a shame really, because they could have added the MP40, they could have added the STG. Even the bootlegger technically should be on this map. Because the Type 100 was on the original. But the RPK, I mean, the RPK wasn't on the original, so the RPK was added in the Black Ops 1 version. It's a weapon from Black Ops 1. So why on earth they picked this of all weapons to be added to the Giant, I don't know. I'm just keep hitting the box and just intrigued to see if there's anything else they added. We've definitely got enough to repack a punch it now. Get them a bit longer to spawn in anyway.
Only by carving a path of destruction will we find our salvation.
What have we got this time?
We have seen everything,
Turn! Okay.
done everything.
Let's try the Annihilator out again.
You are now worthy to live.
Might as well use it now, because later on in the game it's not gonna be good enough. It's gonna be like a 3-hit kill on round 40, so. Just knocked that dog off the freaking catwalk. That turns on me. Didn't even mean to. I actually think that this map is the main reason why people love Black Ops 3. Not like to go back and play, but when this map came along with Shadows, I think it's the main reason people love it, because it's zombies back to its roots. It's so simple for people to just come on at any time, have fun, and just kill zombies. It's exactly what they needed to do. People were worried at the start of Black Ops 2, because the maps became very complex, the way you pack a punch and all that, and what they needed to do is, you know, if you're going to release a complex map like Shadows of Evil with systems for a new player that takes a while to get used to, then there has to be a simple map with that. The fact they put a box location on the original Doris on the catwalk is just brilliant. I mean, I don't know if they ever knew that the catwalk would be such a camping spot, a good camping spot, but hey. Right, we're on round 30 now. We're 10 rounds off, well, ideally where I want to get to. This gun is so good on this map. Like, look at it, even on Pack-a-Punch, like, it's like 2 hits to the head. I mean, it does need Pack-a-Punching, like, particularly when they spawn at that frequency. Now, with this, we want fireworks if we can get it.
Once and for all. I feel ever so slightly
Oh. I thought I'd open the door. It's not actually that bad then, sitting here for a minute. Oh, it tells you when you use Lucky Crit. When your Lucky Crit gets activated. That's so cool. I did not know that. I've never really used Lucky Crit before. That's perfect. Right, I need to try. I really need fireworks. Shit. I was hoping he wasn't going to kill them. Right, one round away. Don't get me wrong, great weapon. But there we go. We've equaled my highest round. All we have to do now is beat it. It's mad to think that only that 41 is like my highest round. Because all my other ones are really high. But I've never really found that urge to come back and play the Giant again. So there we have it. My new record for the Giant achieved on this week's Tryout Tuesdays. I didn't actually think it'd be possible. In the past, I've tried to beat this round and I never managed to get higher than 40. I don't know why. But now we're just going to see how far we can get to, really.
I have seen everything.
Okay, why? I spoke too soon. Right, we've got no more quick revives, so we could be in trouble here. Where's Jug? Oh, I know where Jug is. Ah, that's problematic. Where's the thing? That's lucky. The dog spawned. Yeah. That's another one. Thank God for ornamental accomplishment. Drinking the perks 2 times as fast. Shame you can't shoot whilst drinking. Yeah, see, quick revive's now gone. So that's my main reason for trying to get monkey bombs, is to get that 5th perk open and see what it is. I forgot to grab freaking teleporter. Teleporter, the trap. Why? I was like, oh, we'll see how far we can get in beating our record, but we've done it. We achieved what I was aiming to do. Most of it. All I wanted to show you was the Monkey Ball Easter egg, but it would not give them out of the box. But I've enjoyed this. It's been nice to come back and play it, albeit there's not a great deal to do, but I have managed to beat my high record round on this, which is mad that it's only 42, and I am going to try and beat it again in my own free time at some point, probably in the future. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Treyarch Tuesdays. If you could show your appreciation by hitting that like button, comment in the section below, share this with your friends, and subscribe and hit the bell notification to get regular updates as to when my next videos are out and what I've got coming planned for the channel. I've been TheRealCalJones, and me and the Wobbs will see you on Horizon Drac.